Hi everyone, thanks for watching. I'm going to be doing a couple of really easy cakes this afternoon, so hope you'll like to make these cakes. So the first one I'm doing is an easy fruit cake. Pound of self-raising flour and 2 teaspoons of mixed spice, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. They need sifting, and then you need 26 ounces of mixed fruit. I've got currants, sultanas, cherries, and mixed peel. You can do apricots, dates, whatever you like for that. 8 ounces of butter, and it needs to be, oh no, this one doesn't need to be room temperature because we're melting it, so it's all right. And 2 eggs beaten, and half a pint of water, 8 ounces of brown sugar, and get your oven on now, and that needs to be at 170. So it's just so simple, this cake. So you just put all the ingredients, well, not all the ingredients, but the butter and sugar, water, dried fruit, whatever combination you've decided on. And this is going to melt, which it'll do pretty quickly. And then you need this to simmer for about 15 minutes. Just let it bubble away, because that way all the fruit softens and plumps up and will absorb the water. So you can see it's pretty much melted down now. So 15 to 20 minutes for that, just to melt down, and then we'll cool it and add the eggs, the whipped eggs, and then sift the flour and the spices in there. So you also need a couple of tins like this. I'm doing a double recipe. If you're going to put your oven on, you might as well do 2 as 1. They freeze beautifully, so it's not wasted. Right, so that's cake number 1, the easy fruit cake. So the second one I'm going to do is just a plain sponge cake, a Victoria sandwich as they call them, with jam in. And I'm just going to do this plain, and it's 8 ounces of self-raising flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 8 ounces of butter. That really does need to be nice and soft and at room temperature. 8 ounces of caster sugar and some vanilla essence, and that's again baked at 170 degrees for about 40 minutes. So in here I've got the sugar. I'm just going to add the butter to that. Really nice and soft, the butter. And I'm going to put the eggs straight in, because it's just an all-in, easy peasy, all-in-one method. And then you do need to sift the flour and the baking powder in, so that's easy. And for this cake, this one's just going to have a bit of vanilla essence in, just a plain sponge. But if you wanted to make it into a lemon cake, you could just grate the rind of a lemon and put the juice in. That makes a nice lemon cake. And if you wanted a chocolate cake, just 2 or 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder mixed with some warm water. That could do it at the end, makes a chocolate cake then. So I've just lined, probably that's an 8-inch cake tin for this one. Just going to whip the lot together. Now you can see it's actually just a little bit stiff. It's not really dropping off the spoon enough. So I'm just going to add a little drop of warm water just to loosen it up. See what that's like. Might need a bit more. That's not too bad. Just put some few drops of vanilla essence in. Mix that in. Good. Fruit cake's bubbling away now, so this one on the go, and then you just spoon this into the cake tin. This will take about 40 minutes. Just get your skewer out so that you can just test it, but don't open the oven for at least 20 minutes, otherwise your cake will take a dive in the middle. Spread that round. And once again, this freezes really well, so you can just cut it into pieces, you know, into portions. So if you fancy a piece of cake, you can have one, not half the cake. So that's what it looks like when it's in the tin. Just going to put it in the oven, up the oven to 170, and about 40 minutes in there. And then this one is 20 minutes bubbling away, and then I'll show you how to do that, so see you in a while. The sponge has come out of the oven and cooled, so I've just cut all the way through. So, oops. Just going to put some strawberry conserve on. It's nicer than jam, it's not as sweet as jam. And then it can be cut in pieces and frozen, or left as a whole if you've got something special coming up. So just put the top on. Whoops. That bit off there. Let's just clean that up. There we go. And just a quick dusting of icing sugar on the top. Ooh. There you have Victoria sponge. Really good. So let's just finish off the fruit cake. So that's the fruit that I boiled in the pan, and as you can see it's plumped up and used most of the moisture up. So now it's cool. I'm just going to put the eggs in, stir those round. This is why you have to make sure it's cool, obviously, otherwise you'll have scrambled eggs. And then we just need to sieve the flour in. Which has got baking powder in and mixed spice. Just takes a minute, and then make sure everything's stirred up really well. You don't want any white bits in it. Any flour left in there. And then just split it between the two cake tins. Spread it out a bit. Same in this one. Last bit, just sprinkle some flaked almonds on the top. And these will bake in the oven, 170, and they'll be about an hour. Just have a little test as you're when they've had about an hour. See if it's sticky in the middle. And that's what we usually take. It's good. It's back in an hour. So cakes are done. They're the fruit ones that have just come out that have been out the cooker and cooling, one to freeze, and you can see it's a lovely moist fruit cake and lovely Victoria sponge. So didn't take very long, and homemade cake, what's better? So hope you try yourself. Thanks for watching. Bye.